Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 10th episode of Darling in the Franxx. So, in the last episode, we had a bit of a Ichigo-Goro bonding, you could say. Pretty much an episode dedicated to them. And they both survived, so that's great. So, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. That happens a lot in anime, actually. Sounds kind of like being born. Until it just blinds you. Or me, more to the point. Yeah, it really does sound like being born. I was half joking before, but... Buck and Bronco. Zorome. You will never shine, just accept that. Yeah, you gotta know when to pull out before you make a mess, dude. You know, like that. All over our face. Well, it happens. That's why you shouldn't be too overeager. So yeah, another episode where they just kind of start off fighting a Klaxosaur. Which we had that as well with the boys versus girl episode. But we had no melted uniforms this time, so... And yeah. Darling, hurry up and get in the Franxx. Those are the best kind of swords. Yeah, you do that. An award. Children do like those, so... True enough. Yeah, presents, basically. Yeah, I don't think Zoroma knows what a real apology is like. Because she knows you. Huh. Doesn't really tell him much, but You'd be without a partner if you killed him. Yeah, if you could stop fighting for 3 seconds. formal attire, eh? Like a dance? Are we gonna get a dance? Yeah, of course he does. Ah, medals, okay. That makes more sense. uh, oh. Wow, now he lights up now that he knows what it means. I can tell. But still something very much on her mind. Yay, tests. That you are. A certain someone. I can never imagine her being obedient. Is that his formal attire? uh, of course he did. Which is still not saying a lot. Yeah, it definitely doesn't happen to girls or anything. Those security walls, yeah. Gotta dance past them. uh, don't hurt yourself, Zoro, man. They're so impressed. That is pretty impressive, I'll admit. More or less. And she's the shortest person on screen. Ichigo. A little bit nervous there. Yeah, children defending adults. Looks so creepy. Zoro, man. He's not gonna touch your filthy hand. Of course, you would expect that. He looks so excited. Yeah. Because it's never gonna happen and it's just a lie they use to keep you in line. Doesn't seem to be super populated, so. It might just be that time of the month. Okay. Oh, right, yeah. I guess things would be a bit awkward now. But I want to stay here. I bet he does. Is really gonna run off. Oh, wow. Going up. You're gonna get lost, aren't you? And he's now stranded. uh, Hope you're happy, Zorome. You're gonna starve to death up there. You have nobody to blame but yourself, Zorome. So now what? You're officially a lost child. I need an adult. Ignored. Ah. Right as I started to fall, my chair started to mess up. Made me feel like I was flying for a second. Don't scare the poor lady. I poked you and prodded you and you wouldn't wake up. Like how? Like they're real? What a way to phrase that. Yeah, that's the problem here. Yeah, I could tell. I have a lot of adult questions for you. Please answer them all. First of all, yeah, she's an adult, alright. First question, where did babies come from? Did... I promise the poison dose is low, so you might survive. Uh, she seems nice enough, though. So she probably wouldn't poison him. Like 50-50 chance. Zorome really is getting his own episode here. Yeah, not anymore. Being an adult's not all it's cracked up to be, eh? Oh. In a manner of speaking, yeah. But I imagine there's not a huge amount of adults, quote unquote, around. That's a question. For many things, really. Yes, the outdated concept. Yeah. It does. I don't know, do we? Oh. Uh, his dose of happiness. Oh, God. It's very weird, but he looks happy, so... It's very unsettling. Uh... well... Very weird arrangement. Miku is a bit of a handful. Well, she fits you, so... Yeah, now you change your tune. Exactly, you are fit for each other. Uh, yeah. I've forgotten the name of just kind of something that they made for themselves. uh, True. Uh, your story was just so boring it gave me a headache. It's still funny I was in the code number 666. It's not a coincidental number. I think he just misses Miku. Huh. That's interesting. Well, clearly he met her in the past. That much is obvious, but... Yeah. You're the ones in the FranXX. Fighting those evil Klaxosaurs for the adults. Until one day you die. Oh. Wow. Rejected. Detect the radiation. Infected children. Yeah. We didn't really get to see any of them actually worried about him. You really kind of are. Really a lot you don't know about what's going on. uh, uh. We never did find exactly what was up with her. The City of Eternity. Very lifeless city. I get the impression the adults lived down there for a while, but not really living very much. Living a very minimalistic lifestyle. Zoroman wanted his time to shine, and I guess he got his episode. So that was the 10th episode of Darling in the FranXX. And this episode, very interesting episode. Apparently they decided that they were going to give the kids a bit of a reward. Send them to the city, give them medals, talk to them, and all that. So, that's what they did. However, Zoroman apparently felt that their time there was too short. Decided to go on his own little adventure in the City of Eternity, the Lifeless City, whatever you want to call it. And met up with a nice old lady, which, in the very beginning of the episode, we had a fight with a Klaxosaur, but we also had this little, Zoroman, I'm pretty sure that's who that was, in retrospect, talking about a recurring dream he has, which is quite obviously a dream of being born. Like, I think that's pretty obvious. And then he talks about how that one lady he met seems so familiar. Now, immediately my mind put that together as that's his mother, because that's kind of the obvious thing there. I don't know if it's just that simple or if there's more to it than that, but clearly there is something there. And this really was Zoroma's episode. He opened up a lot to that lady he had not met very long, talking about Miku and a lot of his thoughts on her and on things in general. So, definitely Zoroma's episode. Basically the lost child. And yeah, these kids have always been kind of referred to as parasites, and it really does feel like that's how they're treated. Talking about how he's infected and all that, and scanning him and all that's just, yeah, there's a reason why they keep them out of the city, I'm sure. Well, probably multiple reasons, but yeah, I feel like the kids becoming adults is pretty much just dangling a carrot in front of them that they're never actually going to get. Like, maybe it's not impossible, but it probably is. I don't know. There's still a lot about this system we don't know, but one thing's for certain is that a lot of these adults, they have a very different lifestyle than that we live. They talked about certain concepts, like the idea of having a partner, but clearly it's a little bit different for them. The one guy's in his capsule, just having some happy dreams, his dose of happiness. They're very weird. Like, yeah, I'm glad we're getting a little bit more information about what's going on, but I feel like I would like to get a bit faster, if that makes sense. But, because the children are still very much in the dark about what's going on. It'd be nice if Zoroma started to ask questions, because he's kind of not really been doing that a whole lot. He's done what's expected of him, trying to make Papa and all them proud, with the goal of becoming an adult. So now he's had a bit of a peek on how things work. I don't know if that will affect him going forward. Hopefully it does. But we did have the one subplot of something being up with 02. Not 100% sure what that is about. She kind of complained about tests and not wanting to do them. And then, near the end, we had some kind of shot of her looking at her fangs. Where my mind went is that maybe the Klaxosaur blood within her is, like, starting to have more of an effect on her. Like, she's starting to become more and more like a Klaxosaur. And that's what she's concerned about, and why she doesn't want to do tests, because tests might reveal that fact. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I could be completely off base there, but that's the only thing I could really think of, to be honest. I guess we'll see going forward, so. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, the Dragon of Oshu, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.